better late than never, I should say. I finally hit the 600 subscribers. Here's hoping we can reach the 1K. So far, everything has been going fine, and I'm surprised to even make it this far with like so many subs. I just want to say thank you all for the support, really appreciate it, and it's not just going to be a message of me talking about this, because I did plan out a Q&A where I answer your guys' questions that you ask. So far, let's get into answering them. First question is from Shadex1341. He thanks me very much. Thank you for supporting the cause. What's your favorite gaming OST? The whole OST, not just the song, ever, and why? Easy, Undertale. It's obvious that I really love Undertale's OST. The entire OST. Because not every single track is perfect. Even some of the creepy ones like But Nobody Came, or some of the really good ones. It definitely fits the atmosphere. The boss themes are fantastic. My top tier favorite, Hopes and Dreams Save the World. Definitely up there as like one of the best tracks in the entire gaming industry, but it's just one of the best indie classics to, well, not indie classics, one of the indie games to have like an amazing OST. There are plenty of other games that I would pick, like Halo for example, having most amazing soundtracks, but Undertale takes the cake. Thanks for sharing out your question. Up next is ZDH Rewrite. Right, sorry. Strange to change the name. Thanks for watching and sticking around for this entire time. First question, what made you start the channel? I've seen a lot of YouTubers that create like different content for their channels, and one of my most biggest topics was tackling the music genre, because I saw a lot of different music tracks that I was like, if no one is gonna do this, why don't I do it? No one has made a video on every Resident Evil boss theme, no one has really done every boss theme for every Mario game, no one has like done a few of the other stuff that I've been doing, so I'm like, why don't I tackle that? How much public hours watch do you have? I don't know how to answer that because I don't know where to find it. The last part of his question is, what's my most favorite games around like each year between 2000 and 2021? That's gonna be quite a while to answer, but a lot of the different games I've experienced for the years. I'll go over some of the quick ones. For 2011, it's Dungeon Defenders, top tier favorite alongside with Gears of War 3. For 2021, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, recent game, just played it, had a blast playing through it. 2016, Plants vs Zombies, Garden Warfare 2, Doom 2016, Undertale, recently played that before and enjoyed so much of it. As for 2001, I enjoyed Jak and Daxter, the first game, then got later sequels. 2004 and 5 would be Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2, the classic OG games, top tier games by the way. And not sure about some of the other years. For 2015, it's Transformers Devastation, top tier game by the way, please check it out, I recommend it. It's been quite a struggle to find like a lot of different great games, but I've been experimenting around to see what else I could find, and so far found a lot of good stuff. I could make a list of my most favorite games of all time. Anyway, thanks for your question, really appreciate it. Up next is Isaiah Kim. Thank you for sticking around to the channel and showing up for the Okami pick of the video requested. Yep, made it to 600 subs. What's your favorite video game series, soundtrack, and favorite console? Well, I did just recently answer that, but if I would have to, like, for me, it's between Plants vs Zombies, Undertale, the Halo, well, every Halo game except for 5. 5's OST just kinda sucks. 4 is okay. My most favorite one is the finale. And, Kirby and the Forgotten Land definitely has the best roster of soundtracks I ever heard. As for favorite console, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Those two consoles are top tier. Xbox One, PS2 is decent. The Switch, however, I need to get more stuff for that. PS4, need to get more stuff for that. Just sticking to the classic consoles, they're great. Anyway, thank you for your question. Up next, my good pal Derek. I forgot the first time that we started chatting, and now he's showing up for a lot of the different videos, so appreciate it, and thanks for sticking around. What was my first ever video that I uploaded on YouTube? I don't know if you remembered this before, but I've mentioned that I was going to make an entire video of showcasing every Nintendo Final Boss theme. That flopped so hard. Oh man, quality was terrible. Thanks to ZDH, he checked them out, and yeah, they were just absolute terrible quality videos. But thanks to him, I decided to improve on the channel and get better. Then I've recently made the Spyro Trilogy all boss themes, got rid of that because I want to make the full all games. Then it was my top 20 favorite final boss themes. I had to redo that one to a much better quality because with the first one, I did agree with a few of my choices, like with Robot SpongeBob, Dark Maker Terraformer, Dr. Wild, Negawiss Armor. I regret not adding Azrael Dreamer on there, and I'm glad I did. Yeah, I still have a few of them on there. There were just a few on there that I didn't agree with. Also added the old one, still kept him. And so far, yeah. Those were my first ever videos. It wasn't just the Pikmin video, like, it was the first video that I was experimenting, which reminds me I'm probably going to have to redo that some way, if anyone wants to see that. Anyway, thanks for the question, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, up next is X Ether Gaming X. Thanks for sticking around on the channel. Glad to have you by the side of awesomeness. Can you do a Kirby Star Allies gameplay? It depends if people want to see me do gameplay videos, because I'm just not sure if I don't mind doing gameplay videos. It's just that I'm kind of worried, like, you guys looking at the quality, since I'm using my tablet to basically do everything around on these videos. So I don't know if you guys would want to see me do gameplay videos. Like, I did post the community vote, but I'm not sure like what game to start with. I've already finished Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I would do gameplay videos, but the problem is why I stopped at part 2 is because, oh man, I can't do 30-minute videos of gameplay. That's just too much storage and would take forever to upload. And secondly, the camera quality was terrible when I was in the tunnels. Like, in dark areas, the quality was terrible that it was hard to see. So, I don't know. But I'll think about it if people want to see that. But I don't have the game, so no, I can't do gameplay. Anyway, thank you for your question. Next. Final question is from Abe Star Gaming. Thank you for sticking around for the channel. Alright, question. Favorite Mega Man game? Well, I can't say much on the classic series, but I would have to pick 7, even though I haven't finished 7 just yet. But I definitely enjoyed 7 more than the other games. I don't know if I would change my mind if I play 6. X game, X4. X4 is the most popular one, but I would say X4. I just did. My most personal favorite is the first X game. Zero game, 3. Zero 3's top tier. Amazing gameplay, definitely perfect on nearly everything. The boss fights are great. As much as I love the fight against Omega, he's just too easy for a final boss, which is why I prefer Dr. Wild over Omega. Least favorite Mega Man game? Can't say much. I would probably pick 5, wasn't interesting. X game, X7. X7 sucks. That game is terrible. Terrible. You thought it would be X6. X7 is just boring. Zero game. The first game. As much as I don't really dislike any of the Zero games, the first game's just first game syndrome. Hate that grinding gimmick. Some of the boss fights kind of suck, especially the final boss. Copy X is horrible. And game itself was really fun to play through, but honestly I prefer the later games. Anyway, thanks for sharing your question. That's going to be all the questions for today. Thanks for sticking around, and let's hope to reach 1K subs if I ever reach it. Because I don't want to reach like top tier subs, but it depends on that. If you guys want to do more Q&As, and if you got any more questions, leave them down in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.